Hello, I'm Ivan Fritz. I'm the CEO of Creatortools, and today I am joined by Ira Sakolsky. Ira is a musician, an actor, a songwriter, and a facilitator, among many other things. He's also collaborated with Robert and with me on occasion for many years. And he's now co-leading the Living Art Workshop. So welcome, Ira, and perhaps you could start us off with a bit of your background and career. How did it all begin?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah.
I was very fortunate to be supported with my artistic interests at a very young age, and there were many of them. Music and acting were the first ones, and they showed up when I was two, when I saw a grand piano at my aunt's place, and she saw me staring at it, and she said, "You can go over." And I waddled over to the keyboard, and I hit one note, and I was mesmerized, transformed. So that was the beginning of a journey between performing and making music, which went all through high school and performing in plays, musicals, and it was a hard choice really to decide which way to go, the music or the acting. But the director of the musical was very supportive of the acting, and he said, "Why don't you go for the acting? I think you could really make it." And I was like, "Okay." And that's how it went. I got my union card as an actor right away after I graduated college, and I toured for years actually in different shows. Joined the Screen Actors Guild and did movie work. I was fortunate. I wanted to learn about film, and I was fortunate to work with Al Pacino in Sea of Love as his stand-in and photo double. And Woody Allen, I worked for 3 years as his stand-in. And that was
Yeah.
a great education, and really learning from the inside out about film.
So, when you finally did run into Robert's work, what was the first introduction to that, and then what drew you to it, and how did you end up, being so involved for so long?
Yeah, it was my headshot photographer. I was getting new acting headshots in New York City. And he said, "Oh, I teach this course on creating." And I went, "Do you?" He goes, "Yeah." And he showed me the rubber band, the structural tension. And I was like, "Oh," and he had a brochure. And he said, "Here, you can read more about it." I took it home, I stuck it in a drawer. Then a month later, like, I opened the drawer and I saw it, and I was like, "Huh, this looks really interesting." I was like, "Okay, let's go." So I called the headshot photographer. He brought me through the 5 week course. And oh my goodness, like by the third week of the course, stuff was like flying in that I wanted. It was a very profound experience. And by the end of it, I was like, I got to do more. Like, I'm flying here. And the only thing that was available at that time was the teacher training.
Mm,
I'll never forget this. It was in a hotel in New York City. It was like 300 people.
I
I
remember
forgot.
those days.
Remember that? And he said, "Does anybody want to work with me?" We did the exercise, and they said, "Anybody want to work with me on it?" I just shot my hand up, and he said, "Oh, Ira," and I said, "Yeah." So through that, I started to see. I felt like I was being X-rayed with the questions he was asking, and I was really felt seen, and it was very unnerving because I had no clue of what I was up to with trying to manipulate my partner. And but I saw it. I saw what I was doing, and it was so insightful. I formed my first class in my apartment in New York City, on in Soho. I had, I think, 6 people, and they took off with the work. One became a soap opera star. One was a director who wrote this tabletop book about Sardi's, which sold very well. And I
Uh-huh.
was like, wow, this is not always working for me, but it's working for other people.
So then, what was the first kind of real, besides the teacher training, what was I feel like the Living Art was the first one you and I met.
I think the living art happened maybe shortly after the FST.
Okay.
Rob said I had to start the course, and then you and I met.
Yeah.
Were
I
you
remember
listening
having
to?
so much fun with that. I mean, I must have been I don't know, I feel like I was 16 or 17 or something in there, maybe even a little younger, but I had been doing part of the living art where the you do the theater pieces in the end. And I had been directing those theater pieces since I was, I don't know, 14 or something. And so when you came and were part of that too, it was just, I remember it being so much fun. We had so much fun with those.
Yeah, the same. I remember you coming in and you were helping your dad, and you were giving little suggestions and ideas. And I thought, wow, he's sharp.
And it's so nice that we're all able to still work together doing these workshops, which brings me to what you're doing now, because you're not just a perpetual student and occasional teacher of the living art. You're now kind of a core instructor of that workshop. What's that been like for you?
It's been a beautiful evolution where your dad would start to hire me to support the living art with my theatrical skills, my directing skills. And then the opportunity came up where a friend of mine had um, had thought that he and I could actually teach the living art. And he asked your dad, and your dad said, if anybody could do it, you too can.
Uh-huh.
And that was amazing experience. We just took the workshop, which is so brilliantly designed. We did it day by day, and we start to see the kinds of results that I was used to seeing. And from there, Katrina joined us in helping with the consulting part of the workshop, and she was brilliant. And then she and I did Mexico. And your dad and your mom did Mexico together. That was last year. What a beautiful spot. It came off again brilliantly. And now we're going to do it again. Katrina and I are going to carry it forward in March back in San Miguel.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
See, the end of March, beginning of April, right? It's
That's right. Yeah, I
yeah.
think it's March 30th through April 6th or something like that.
So for people who have never experienced anything like the living art, what do you say to let them know how good it's going to be for them?
um, Life changing. You have the opportunity to really build what most matters to you in your life, whatever area of life you're interested in. So we do a deep dive both with structure, what structural elements are in place in your life that help you move to where you want to go, but what's in place that's impeding you, what gets in the way of you being able to move forward. So we do a deep dive on that. A lot of people have the experience of really seeing what gets in the way for them or what's gotten in the way, sometimes for 40, 45 years. I've seen that. You have tools you're given, you have skills that you take with you to really build. That's like it's more than the cherry on top of the cake. It's really the batter of the cake is that you're going to have this to make whatever pies, muffins, cakes of your life that you want. I just had to
I
keep
like that.
running with the bakery.
That's a good analogy. This particular workshop, though, is different than other workshops along the same vein. I mean, the FST has a lot of personal work as well, but the living art has art in its name. What is the art part of the whole thing?
Yeah, it's you get to play in different artistic modalities. You get to play even if you're not versed in any of them. You get to play with writing. You get to play with visual art. You get to play with photography. You get to play with acting and theater. And many people at first think, "Oh, but I'm not a writer. I'm not a photographer. I'm not an actor at all." It doesn't matter. It's not about being any of these things. It's about doing the work. We really break it down for you. So you just take simple, really simple steps to see like, oh my God, I wrote something. And I actually read it out loud and it was very positive. It was a very good experience. So baby steps. And that's how it's structured. So everybody can have the experience of actually creating something artistic through the workshop, and it builds. You build your skill, the the exercises, the projects that you're working on, build in complexity, which you have developed more capacity over the week. And by the end, you're creating things that you never ever thought you'd be able to create in these areas of art. And then you get to take that with you into all the things in your life that are important to you, no matter what you've accomplished. You know, you have this opportunity. It's almost like, Robert talks about a lot, having a fresh slate, having a clean sheet of paper. And you can really look at your life. And we do that, towards the end of the workshop. It's not just these separate experiences. We put it together so you get to see, okay, what do I want to create with my life? When I leave this place, what really matters to me? Not what used to matter to me, what matters to me now. And then you can take that, and we help you, we support you in being able to take all of that and apply it now towards the things in your life that you want. So you walk out of it. Most people walk out like guns blazing, that energy, which sustains.
I want to thank you so much for your time.
Oh,
And
thank you. What a pleasure. It's great to
yeah, it's been
talk to
really
you.
nice catching up and seeing what's happening these days. All right. Well, thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you later.
Great. Thanks, Simon.